Holy crap. The drama going on Below Deck this season is starting to spill over into real life. As you know, we recapped the Below Deck episode where Heather, the chief stew, used the N-word, and Rayna has been slamming her on social media for what was really going on, and she has also been slamming Captain Lee and the crew for not taking this a little bit more seriously. Well, now First Officer Eddie is speaking out and blaming production. Welcome back to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel, where you get daily and consistent hot topics in music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. So as you know, we recap Below Deck every single week, but when the drama is boiling over, we have to talk about it. So we recently spoke about the incident between Heather and Rayna that was on the show, and a lot of you had mixed opinions on this topic, and more so about the usage, especially within the Black community, of the N-word. But that's a whole deeper conversation. Regardless of that, Heather should have never used the word. And as you know, during our recap last week, we spoke about how Captain Lee addressed it and said that he was never brought the information. Now, according to First Officer Eddie, he's revealing that this information was brought to Captain Lee. So this is what Eddie says about production and what goes on behind the scenes and what we're not seeing. Shout out to our friends over at Reality Bird for bringing this to our attention. So this is what Eddie says in a recent interview with Showbiz Cheat Sheet. He says this: you know, the whole thing, the whole deal was just really poorly handled on so many levels, especially the top of it, which is production. You know, production was terrified by this whole situation coming out. So as you know, Eddie has been receiving a lot of the backlash, especially because it seems as if people were throwing him under the bus after receiving a lot of backlash from fans for telling Rayna to not take it personally. Eddie's blaming the editors for cutting out a lot of the conversation where he was actually supporting Rayna and was 100% behind her bringing the situation up to Captain Lee. He says, I was told numerous times, don't talk about, stop bringing it up. This is going to kill us. And that's not okay. I mean, I was told on numerous occasions to not talk about it and not bring it up anymore. I mean, when I had the conversation with Rayna about it, I wanted to go to Captain Lee. As soon as that conversation ended, there was an EP right out there saying, okay, that was it. No more. We're done talking about this. And according to Eddie, he says that Rayna at first was not comfortable going to Captain Lee with this incident. He says that Rayna was very, very nonchalant about it. Thus, that is why he told her not to let the comments too personally affect her. He says, it was actually a really good conversation that we were having, and it's just gotten spun into something different. But in no way would I ever brush racism under the rug. I am not okay with it in any way, shape, or form. So according to Eddie, the situation worsens throughout the season, but he's not sure exactly whether or not we will get to see it. Because as you know, he doesn't have control over what we see on this show. But he also calls a meeting during the season with all parties involved. However, he says that Rayna did not want to be involved with it. Also, according to Eddie, he says that he took the information to Captain Lee himself and even recommended that Heather be fired. So as you can see, there's a lot of misinformation going on here. And as you know, Bravo and their handling of racism on the network has been very inconsistent. And we also have to remember that when we talk about Bravo, we're not talking about the production company. The production company is also very much involved here. So according to Eddie, he's saying that production did not want this to escalate. They were very concerned about how this was playing out on the show. But as you can see, they put it in the show. So I know a lot of you are saying, so why did they put it in the show? Because they knew Rayna was going to bring it up. Rayna was going to mention it at some point, maybe in an interview, and they knew they couldn't brush it under the rug. But the concerning thing to me here is this, is that when we reported on Captain Lee last week, saying that he had no idea about it, I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. We all blamed Eddie, saying that Eddie, okay, you got this information, you are in a managerial role. It's your responsibility to bring it up the chain of command. However, we also have to remember, yes, there's a chain of command on the yacht, but there's also a chain of command in production and their responsibility to do something about this. So even if Eddie didn't say it to Captain Lee, production should have brought it to Captain Lee, which I'm pretty sure that they did. But this is going to be interesting. I'm going to definitely keep watching Below Deck and see how they play this out, and if Bravo and production will release a statement. Based on what I know at the time of this recording, they have not addressed this. They have not released a statement. And I know a lot of you are calling BS because of the way that they've treated other situations on the network. More recently, the Native American costume that Kenya Moore wore on an episode of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. And we said this multiple times, Bravo has been inconsistent in their handling of racism and problematic behavior from their talent. Guys, I want to continue the conversation below. What do you think is happening here? Who do you believe? What do you think of what Eddie has to say? Do you think it was production trying to protect their necks and just throw him under the bus? Let's continue the conversation below. And as always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. Happy holidays, and thanks for watching.